I'm going to always be tied to Baker Mayfield just because of my opinions on him. And listen, like I get, there's a lot of sports fans from Ohio, and they're always interested. Everybody's a tough guy on Twitter, but they always come up and they're very gracious, and they're like, hey, what do you think? And I always say the same thing. I don't think he's great. I think he's good. I think he's Kirk Cousins. That's what all my NFL guys think. That's what the 50 GMs and executives think. You know, the guy Mike Sando, who does that 4-tier quarterback list every year. It's the go-to 50 anonymous executives, and they put Baker Mayfield right next to Kirk Cousins. That is exactly what my scouts and my executive friends always say. He's Kirk Cousins. He can win. He can get to the playoffs. He can win a playoff game. But he's got to be surrounded by extraordinary talent. It's not a criticism. Hell, if you can make the NFL, you're a great talent. But I was thinking about this. You know, it's like Brown fans want me to say that Baker Mayfield's great. But in every business, and he's not, by the way, there is room for somebody who can find tremendous success without being great if they're just good enough. Like in music, to be a lead singer, you do not have to have a great voice. David Lee Roth Van Halen, Mick Jagger Stones, Vince Neil Motley Crue. They do not have a great voice. In movies, to be a leading man, you do not have to be a great actor. Keanu Reeves and Vin Diesel. Steven Seagal for a decade was a leading man. In the NFL, there is a great history of good enough. Ken Stabler, Joe Flacco, Jim McMahon. They've all won Super Bowls by being good enough. We all know not everybody has the same level of owner, GM, head coach, or coordinator, or defense. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, frankly, has only had one really elite top 10 defense in his career. It's the year he won a Super Bowl. Now, obviously, he is more than good enough. He is great. But like Ohio fans want so desperately for people to say, oh, my God, Baker's great. No. The only question with Baker is he good enough to win a Super Bowl? At this point, I have my doubts. But they have the best O-line in football, the best running back tandem, and let's be honest, it's a game of attrition. Lamar Jackson gets hurt. The Kansas City Chiefs offensive line hits a snag, has some injuries. Josh Allen, the Bills defense, like last year, doesn't have a consistent pass rush. All of a sudden you look up, Cleveland's in the AFC Championship. They're the healthier team. But there are very few great quarterbacks. There are very few great actors. There are very few great singers. But a lot of people are selling records, and a lot of hit movies are being made, and a lot of football teams are winning games without great.